Something unusual just showed up at the station tonight. A van, parked out front like it belongs, but you can tell it doesn't. The paint's dull, the body's scarred, and the way it just sits there feels uneasy to say the least. Like it's hiding more than it shows. But the real question here, my incredible peeps, is who owns this van? Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Looks like it spotted us. And just like that, it's gone, tearing down the road. Welcome back everyone to the Polygon Vault Props Series. We've got a pretty interesting episode lined up today. One you definitely don't want to miss, not that you really can, it's on YouTube after all. Today we're modeling a pure GMC Vandura from the 80s. The scene I'm building takes place in the 90s, but I wanted this van to already feel old. Something with history, a little worn out, like it had seen better days long before it rolled into town. As usual, we're starting off by applying a mirror modifier and setting up our references. This helps keep everything symmetrical and make sure our proportions match the real van. I'm really just focusing on figuring out the main silhouette right now. We're tackling the bigger shapes first, and once that's solid, we'll move on to the finer details. Here we are taking the tires off the Mercedes-Benz we modeled a couple videos ago. You can check that out if you want to see how I made them, although it's not super complicated, it's basically just a cylinder with rounded edges. The knife tool, always handy, as usual. Really practical for cutting in the shapes we need. This is going to be the section where the radiator grille and the headlights will sit. There. Now we're modeling the bumpers. I extruded them from the main shape, but you can also make new pieces and stick them through the body if you want. The police won't be knocking at your door. Honestly, neither approach is required by law, so just go for whichever you like. Hey, by the way, I might do some tutorials in the near future. Not that I'm a Blender expert or anything, but I could probably teach a thing or two, like the basics, you know. Might even motivate me to do a little research on my own. Let me know if you're interested in the comments. license plate goes here. Wiyoh Falls feels like the kind of place that would be somewhere in Massachusetts, so I went with a plate from there. Honestly, it's too blurry to really read once it's in Unreal anyway. You'll see what I mean once I texture it. Moving on to the mirrors now. I decided to keep them really simple, as you can see. Hey, Wiyoh Falls is growing so fast it's not even funny. And when I talk about Wiyoh Falls population, I mean the subscribers on my channel. If you want me to keep breaking the algorithm so I can keep doing this, consider subscribing yourself. And if you already are, well, I love you. And you're amazing. And I can't thank you enough. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh, the sliding door. This one isn't symmetrical, so I had to model it separately from the van until I could collapse the mirror modifier. Just like with the gas tanks, I will model in a sec. So here's the gas tank that goes on the other side of the sliding door. Yeah, just like in real life, I had to check which side. And that's pretty much it when it comes to the geometry. I added a few things while texturing after that, modeling wise, but for now we can move on to the next phase. Here's the final unwrap. Thanks to the mirror modifier, we can save almost 50% of space, since whatever I texture on the right side will be mirrored to the left, because the faces are superimposed on the UV sheet. This time I decided to improve my texturing workflow, and I quickly found out that Photoshop is way better than Blender for that. Yeah, hey, I know I'm a little late to the party, okay? This tool's practically 25 years old at this point. But hey, better late than never, know what I mean? As you can see, I exported the UV layout so I can see the outlines of my faces in Photoshop. To do this, all you have to do is select all the faces of your mesh, all in UV editing mode. Then go to UV, export UV layout, and voila, my incredible peeps. I explored a lot of car dealership websites and found some good reference images I could import into Photoshop. Like this old rusty bumper, for example. Picture hunting is truly an art form, my friends. Here's the Massachusetts license plate. And the windows. I'm sure for those of you who do 3D modeling, you already know. But if you've ever wondered what it feels like to completely lose track of time while giving life to whatever environment you're building, it's just priceless. Just start. It's worth it. Here I'm replacing whatever was showing up in the window reflections from the original image with a more generic tint I found on Google Images. Feels a lot better this way. Oh, here's an antenna. I thought it would be a nice little addition.
Wow!
No need for new texture here. I just recycled the black of the windows. Time to add the stripes on the roof. What are they even for? I don't know, but they do add some nice relief though. Next up, I went ahead and carved the doors. I decided to put the handles and the keyholes on decals rather than directly on the texture. I don't know, it just stands out more that way, I feel. And there's only one handle on the outside of the back doors anyway, so I needed a way to make sure it doesn't show up on both sides. After that, I decided to add another decal. This one straight from the Mercedes-Benz, the windshield wipers. Followed up by the gas tank door. And then the sliding door. Here I decided to make another decal for the sliding doors handle, so it matches the others. Did the same thing for the keyhole too. And last but not least, the rail cover for the sliding door. I decided to keep it simple and just reuse the bumper texture for this one. Here it is! Brand new, fresh out of the factory. Looks pretty cool, doesn't it? But my god, you know how it is. A white van's a white van. It's gotta be busted up, look old, rusty, dirty. That's just how it is. Oh, and by the way, I managed to code a way to turn the headlights on and off using emissive in my blueprint. Thought it would be a nice little touch. Last part, folks. The final details. Let's make this van look old and rundown. The best part? You don't need mad technical skills for this. It's all about pure creativity. So, like I said, adding rust in Photoshop is where creativity really shines. I start by painting rough, uneven patches on the areas I want to age, then layer textures and blend modes to make it look natural. It's all about building up layers, flaking paint, discoloration, little imperfections that gives the van character and history. These details take a plain 3D model and make it feel lived in, like it's been rolling through Wiyoh Falls for years. And the final step is where I add fake ambient occlusion. This is where you darken the creases, corners, and areas that light wouldn't naturally reach, giving the van extra depth and realism. It's a subtle touch, but it makes a huge difference. Oh, and the cherry on top? A crack on the side windows. Just because. And here we have it, ladies and gents. The van is now ready to roll down the streets of our town. Thank you so much for your time. You could have been anywhere watching anything else, that you decided to stop by and listen to me ramble. I really appreciate it. So, I hope you have a fantastic week, my incredible peeps, and I'll see you next time. Until then, well, take care, and love y'all.